Hello and welcome. I am so excited to share today's video with you. I haven't switched over to Christmas decor yet. I'm still enjoying all of November. Today I am using my cozy Christmas blanket though because we have been without heat for 24 hours about now, and we are probably not going to get heat for up to 3 to 5 days. So we are a little bit on the chilly side over here. It's been in the low 40s for the most part outside, and we've been maintaining keeping heat. It's been roughly in the upper 50s inside the house, so we've got lots of cozy blankets, lots of hot drinks. So if you're wondering why I'm all bundled up, it's because it's cold. Even though it's not fun to lose heat, it is still within theme of this video because today's video is brought to you by Dirty Soul Soap Co. We are going to take a deep dive of all of the new winter fragrances on their Christmas shop today. So the owner of Dirty Soul Soap Co. has super generously given me a box full of Christmas goodies, so we're gonna just jump right in. If you've never heard of Dirty Soul Soap Co., I've actually made a couple of videos previously about this brand, but essentially they are a small business that specializes in making fragrances, especially Bath & Body Works replicas. So one of the reasons I love Dirty Soul Soap Co. is because they are bringing back to life fragrances that are inspired by discontinued Bath & Body Works scents. So if you had an old favorite from Bath & Body Works that they have since discontinued, you are likely to find something that is very, very similar on Dirty Soul Soap Co.'s website. But another thing I really love about them is they actually take a lot of the scents inspired by Bath & Body Works home fragrances, like candle scents, and they turn them into body care scents, which is super fun if you have that favorite candle scent and you just want to smell like that all day. There are over 150 Bath & Body Works smell-alikes on the website right now. They're always adding to that list constantly, and then they also make their own original fragrances too, which I have liked all of the ones that I've smelt of the originals, so it's definitely been fun for me to broaden my horizons with fragrance ever since I discovered this company. So before we take a look at the fragrances that Harley sent me, if you are interested in buying some Dirty Soul Soap Co. goodies for Christmas gifts this year, and when I say Christmas gifts, I also mean for yourself too. He has provided me with a coupon to share with you. It is MELC30, and I'll pop it up on the screen and in the description box below. Make sure you add that at the end of your order, and it will take 30% off your entire purchase. All right, I'm so excited to see what's inside this box, so let's waste no more time and take a look. Okay, I'm gonna put this blanket on my lap so I can have hands free. This is so much fun. I'm loving this already, and I haven't even opened it yet. I have not looked inside. I, of course, looked through the Christmas shop and made my requests of scents that I knew I could compare to the Bath & Body Works versions of, and scents that I thought I would like. But Harley has been known to outdo himself, so I think this is going to be quite the treat. Oh, this is so nice. I love the way he's packaged this. All right, I'm gonna take off some of this Easter grass. There are so many in here. This is insane. Everything looks so festive. This looks perfect. This is what I'm seeing. Look at this. Wow. Where do I even start? I see so many things I know I'm gonna love. Okay, so first of all, we've got a little box of samples. I will probably do this in a separate video or later. There's already so much to go through here. Let me know in the comments if you're curious about some samples, and I will probably do that later. But just so you get an idea, I still have all of these samples to go through one of these days, so we'll push that off to later. All right, we'll just start this video as an unboxing first, and then what I will do is find some of the Bath & Body Works versions of these scents in my collection, and we can do some comparing and contrasting. I can do like maybe a quick little first impressions and review of the original fragrances, and we'll go from there. So let's just unbox first. Starting off, we have Blueberry Shortbread. This is supposed to mimic Bath & Body Works Santa's Blueberry Shortbread. Next up, we have a Fragrance Mist of Winter. This is a home fragrance scent from Bath & Body Works that is one of their #1 bestsellers. I think it's kind of like maybe in third place or something like that. Here is Coconut Mint, which is supposed to replicate Bath & Body Works' Coconut Mint Drop. So excited for this one. This is Coconut Candy Apple, which is supposed to replicate the Bath & Body Works version. That was one of my biggest disappointments that they didn't bring that scent back, so very excited to try it here. The most adorable packaging for Hot Chocolate and Cream, which is supposed to be Bath & Body Works Hot Cocoa and Cream. I got that in a mist. And a body lotion. Like I said, the packaging is so cute. I love the little pictures that he made on there. Oh, and backing up one, this is Coconut Candy Apple. I got that in a shower gel. Very excited because I have no Coconut Candy Apple in the shower gel. I only have it in a moisturizer and a spray. So now this makes it so my set is complete. Moving up a size in fine fragrance mist, we've got 'Tis the Season, which is also called 'Tis the Season at Bath & Body Works. Vanilla Snowflake, which is my personal favorite vanilla candle from Bath & Body Works. So excited to see that in body care. Fresh Fresh Sparkling Snow. Love the color of that blue packaging on that one. Cranberry Woods. I love this candle by Bath & Body Works. So this is a Bath & Body Works throwback fragrance. This is supposed to smell like Be Joyful, and the Dirty Soul Soap Co. version is called Joyful. Again with the packaging, I think I just like cartoony packaging because I think that is just the best. This is Peppermint Marshmallow. Another home fragrance turned body care. This is Crushed Candy Cane. Oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed in such a good way. So there's 6 more fragrances, and these are the original creations. We have Peppermint Macron. That looks so tasty. Love the packaging again. I keep saying that, but Lingonberry Spice. I feel like I don't have anything like this in my collection, so look at how festive. So pretty. So Sugared Snickerdoodle, not to be confused with Bath & Body Works Sugared Snickerdoodle. They are different fragrances, not meant to be duplicates. This is a Dirty Soul Soap Co. original creation of a Snickerdoodle scent. We have Eggnog Chai. Here we have Blushed Cocoa, which looks pretty good with my sweater. And last but definitely not least, we have this one called Warm and Cozy. This is such a big Christmas gift to me. I cannot believe the generosity. Thank you so much, Harley, for sending me these goodies. Now let's get sniffing. I'm curious about these original scents, so let's start there. We're gonna start with Blushed Cocoa because that's just what I grabbed first from the pile. This has fragrance notes of chocolate-covered strawberries, fresh raspberries, hot cocoa, and whipped buttercream. That sounds so nice. Oh, that smells so good. It smells exactly like the Land O'Lakes, like the pink hot chocolate they make. Okay, so first hit I smelled was a lot of the more fruity notes, but you could tell it was definitely a chocolate fruity scent, but wow. Not just chocolate, but it does smell like cocoa powder, like the kind you stir in. As it dries down, it becomes more of a pure chocolate scent, but it really is like a powdery chocolate scent as opposed to like rich, dark chocolate or anything like that. It's definitely powdery and pretty. I feel like it has freeze-dried strawberry crushed in the powder. It's so accurate, so good. I cannot wait to wear that, and I think this is gonna be a great February scent, actually. So for us, we have winter all the way until sometimes May, it feels like. I know I'm always looking for good winter scents that aren't necessarily Christmassy, so this is gonna be perfect for, I think, February for me. One of the previous fragrances by Dirty Soul Soap I actually sniffed through on camera was the chocolate-covered cherries, and that one smelled so good. I would have thought they were gonna be similar based on the notes, but they're very, very different. I'm gonna try not to linger too long on one scent just because there are a lot to go through. So if I'm going really fast, sorry, there's just so much to sniff and I want to sniff it all. I got a lot of peppermint smells to go through. So let's smell this Peppermint Macaron. We've got vanilla cookie dough, lemon zest, and candy cane peppermint. Ooh, the lemon zest is going to be interesting. Ooh, I've never smelled anything like this. This is so unique. This is so wrong to say this, but like the more Dirty Soul Soap original scents I smell, it makes me like Bath & Body Works like a little bit less. That's good for Dirty Soul Soap Co., but that's so bad for Bath & Body Works, especially since I'm like a Bath & Body Works guru. This is giving me a memory. It smells like this lip smacker specifically. It was like a peppermint or a mint buttercream scent. It smells just like that, and it's an interesting blend to have the peppermint with the lemon. I feel like those two normally aren't paired together. The macaron and sugar cookie kind of smell really help tone it down, so it's kind of like a little bit of that Bath & Body Works peppermint marshmallow scent where it's more buttery and creamy as opposed to just straight up peppermint. It's giving a little bit of like the dinner mints vibe, but way more gourmand than that. Let's smell Warm and Cozy. This one has notes of toasted nuts, marshmallow, brown sugar, spice, and vanilla. I don't have many fragrances, if any at all, that have nuts in them. Oh, it smells so good. This is insane. Ooh, that would be good for fall. Each time I smell one, it turns into my new favorite. So Warm and Cozy smells like something from my childhood, and I don't know exactly what, but when I smell Warm and Cozy, it smells like fall from when I was a kid. Like, it smells like my mom, and it smells like the park that we lived across the street from with crunchy leaves, and it smells like cinnamon, sugar, apples. It kind of smells like apples, but there are no apples in it. This is like the perfect fall scent to me. So if you love autumnal fragrances, it kind of has like a little bit of an apple spice, toasty marshmallow scent. Oh, it's so good. And it smells kind of like a Yankee Candle. I don't know my Yankee Candle scents, but I feel like it smells like a Yankee Candle. If there's any Yankee Candle people out there, what smells like toasted nuts, marshmallow, brown sugar, spice, and vanilla? What smells like that in Yankee Candle world? Autumnal nostalgia in a bottle. Let's sniff Sugared Snickerdoodle. This one one has cinnamon spice, creamy vanilla, clove, sugar, tonka, and sweet musk. I missed out on Bath & Body Works' version of their snickerdoodle, and like I said, this is not supposed to be a duplicate of that scent, but there is definitely place in my collection for a good snickerdoodle scent. I know I shouldn't compare them because they're not the same, but the Bath & Body Works body care version of snickerdoodle smell a little bit more on the heavier, thicker side, if that makes sense, and this one's a little bit more of a fluffy sugar cookie base to it. This actually is reminding me a little bit of the pumpkin snickerdoodle candle by Bath & Body Works, if I were to compare it to anything. The other ones have been a little bit on the strengthier side, and this one's a little bit on the more subtle side. If you like more of a creamy vanilla, maybe a softer kind of fragrance, this might do it for you. Sugared snickerdoodle. Oh, that's gonna be so good for Christmas time. All right, it is time for lingonberry spice. Very curious about this one. Its notes are apple, frozen berry, lemon, balsam fir, cinnamon, clove, cedarwood, mountain air, and musk. I'm excited about the balsam fir note in this because I'm really on the lookout for good pine tree scents in body care. There's tons of good home fragrance options for like Christmas tree smells, but not so much in the body care department. Oh, it smells good. Okay, in order of the things that I kind of perceive in this fragrance, I'd say Christmas tree notes are first, and I'm so glad that that's the case because I really needed a good Christmas tree scent for body care. The second thing I perceive is a little bit like spices, so maybe some of that clove cinnamon. And then the third thing I perceive is kind of some of those fruity notes. They're not as obvious, but they're definitely present. So the fruity notes were apple and lemon. So Christmas tree plus cinnamon plus apple, that's what this smells like, and it smells so good. This brand has really good strength and longevity, so if that's what you're after, you will probably find it in Dirty Soul Soap Co. because almost every single one I've smelt has been super strong. Some definitely are more subtle, but good longevity, while others are more like boom fragrance. As the lingonberry spice dries down, it becomes more appley. All right, last of the original fragrances for today. This is the eggnog chai. The notes are rich buttercream, sweet whipped coconut, vanilla bean, maple brown sugar, warm cinnamon, and nutmeg. So I don't like drinking eggnog, but I do like the smell of eggnog. Ooh, warm. Ooh, that smells really good. That smells like real nutmeg. This one's not too over the top, so we've got a lot of pow fragrances, but we got a couple subtle ones too, which is important. It smells kind of like if you were to get vanilla cream cheese frosting and put real nutmeg in it. Yeah, to me it smells like frosting. It's so nice, but it's not like sickeningly sweet, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to take a little rest and collect up some of my Bath & Body Works items so that we can do some comparing and contrasting Bath & Body Works versus Dirty Soul Soap Co. So I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
We're back. Okay, I'm back and I've got all of my Bath & Body Works products so we can start doing some comparing and contrasting. So I've got some Bath & Body Works candles that I can use to compare the ones that were home fragrance turned body care. And then I've got some body care versus body care that are supposedly the same or very similar scents. Two of the fragrances I don't have candles of, which is really weird because they're ones I normally always do have fragrances of. I must have burnt them last Christmas and was planning on replacing them this Christmas, and that is winter. I always have winter candles on hand, so that's super weird and unlike me. And then the other one is peppermint marshmallow, and I think what happened is they didn't have any peppermint marshmallow in my store the last time they carried it, which was the Give Hope packaging. Those are two of my all-time favorite scents, and they live rent-free in my head, so I'll easily be able to sniff and tell you how close it is just based on memory. Otherwise, I'm gonna do back and forth sniffing for the other ones, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's do the body care scents first. Let's start first with the more fall-themed scent that we've got here. This is Coconut Candy Apple versus Coconut Candy Apple. For Bath & Body Works, this was a one and done part of their fall traditions of 2021. It was released and never came back after that. Hopefully it will one day in the future. In the meantime, if and when that ever happens, we've got the Dirty Soul Soap Co. that will hold us over. And the notes on this one for Bath & Body Works are candied red apple, shredded coconut, and vanilla spice. This is definitely a top 10 fragrance for me. While Dirty Soul Soap is fresh apple, shredded coconut, and spiced vanilla. So very, very similar in the notes listings. Let's do a sniff. I have Bath & Body Works in this hand and Dirty Soap in this hand. Oh, they're really close. Wow, that is super similar. I'm really surprised. I feel like the Dirty Soap is just a little bit more on the gentle side in terms of strength. Wow, similarity points like 9.5, almost 10 out of 10. Honestly, I would be fooled. If you held these up to me, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you the difference. It's only because I know which one is which that I can. Just like the Bath & Body Works one, the initial hit is more apple while the dry down is more coconut. I think that's pretty common for most fragrances because your fruity notes tend to be more top notes, while the things that are the more long-lasting are those creamy, rich notes, which in this case would be coconut. Bath & Body Works is a little bit coconut heavier, while Dirty Soul Soap Co. is a little bit apple heavier. But very pleased about the similarities of these two scents. I have used two other scents in the shower gel so far. That is the Pumpkin Peanut Brittle and the Candy Corn scent. That is an original fragrance of theirs. Love the shower gel formula. The lather is really good. A little bit goes a long way, which is nice. And also the fragrance. I feel like the fragrance actually matches the lotion and spray versions of it, which is really nice because sometimes that gets lost in the translation. But from what I've experienced of those other two fragrances, the shower gels are a super strong fragrance, but also they match their counterpart body care items as well. Yeah, as I'm smelling it in the shower gel, I am mainly noticing that this is an apple forward scent, which I feel like the Bath & Body Works one actually has a lot of the vanilla spice coconut scent in it. So definitely a little bit more intense on the apple, at least just kind of on that initial sniff of smelling the shower gel, but smells really good. Next up, we have Hot Cocoa and Cream by Bath & Body Works versus Hot Chocolate and Cream Dirty Soul Soap Co. So this is actually from the year that Hot Cocoa and Cream was very first released in body care. Otherwise, it had normally just been a home fragrance scent. And so this is from 2018. So the notes for the Bath & Body Works one are creamy cocoa, mini marshmallows, and vanilla musk, while Dirty Soul Soap Co. is hot cocoa, hot steamed milk, and marshmallows. So once again, we've got Bath & Body Works on this side and Dirty Soap on this side. Ooh, this Dirty Soul Soap Co. is better. So I feel like the Hot Cocoa and Cream candle is actually what the Dirty Soul Soap Co. is replicating more than the body care fragrance version. And it's funny because I always thought that the body care smelled identical to the candle, but there's slight differences in the Bath & Body Works version, so I feel like there is more emphasis on marshmallow and vanilla cream kind of scents going on, like the milkier scents in their body care version, while the Dirty Soul Soap Co. is definitely heavier on the chocolate scent, just like the candle is. So it's definitely smelling a lot like the candle of Bath & Body Works. It almost has like a rich salty scent to it. And it's a lot stronger too. So I sprayed both of these twice, and by far Dirty Soul Soap is way stronger. And then here it is in that body lotion. I'm going to try a little bit on my skin. Feedback on the body lotion formula now. I find in comparison to Bath & Body Works, they're actually more of a consistency of body cream or body butter as opposed to Bath & Body Works' lotion formula. This is much thicker and a little goes a long way. I feel like chocolate scents can go really, really wrong in body care and home fragrance too, actually. They have a really high chance of becoming super artificial smelling, but it smells just like cocoa mix and mini marshmallows. It has very subtle undertones of that rich, salty chocolate vibe, and I just love that. It smells so good and it really balances nicely, so that's good, 10 out of 10. I don't have the spray of these next couple ones, so I have to compare it to other forms by Bath & Body Works, so slightly unfair of a comparison, but you'll catch the drift. So now we are going to do a fresh sparkling snow comparison. So Bath & Body Works, this is from 2015. It has come back in a couple of different packagings in various different years, but this is one of the very old ones. So we've got iced pear, frozen melon, winter apple, snowdrop blossom, and frosted musk. While the Dirty Soul Soap is orange zest, melon balls, wild berries, and exotic musts. If I'm not mistaken, this one has pear and apple, while this one has orange zest and wild berries. So some differences in the notes listing. I'm curious to see how that all pans out. So this is an old cream, so it's not gonna be smelling nearly as fresh as it did when I first got it, and the consistency is not nearly as good as it used to be either. It still smells surprisingly good. It's smelling a little bit more like Teen Spirit deodorant than I remember it smelling. As the lotion ages, I feel like it smells kind of like just lotion plus fresh sparkling snow. Ooh, yeah, they are similar. So at least comparing to a very old body cream, I feel like the Dirty Soul has a lot more of a top note heavy experience than the Fresh Sparkling Snow Cream I have. I'm definitely getting that melon, like kind of a honeydew melon, slightly bubblegummy kind of scent, but the exotic musk is really coming into play. I feel like it's also not as floral as the Bath & Body Works version. I feel like the one on my arm is a little bit more of an apple pear kind of experience, while this is more melon. If there's subtle differences differences within all of the forms at Bath & Body Works. I feel like this one compares to the hand soap version the most. Coconut Mint Drop versus Coconut Mint. So this Coconut Mint Drop is the original version from 2017. And once again, I used up all of my mist, so I have to compare it to a body cream, but this one's doing really well. It's definitely tinged a different color, but I actually bought it that way. These ones I kind of remember were already a weird beige color when I bought them, so I'm not afraid of it. Ooh. Okay, these ones I find are not very similar. Definitely more minty than the Bath & Body Works version. Okay, I shop at Winco and they have a big bulk section for candy and they have like these pastel dinner mints. It smells a lot like that. So there is a creaminess to it that is different from like a true peppermint or candy cane scent, but it's definitely not as coconutty as the Bath & Body Works version. But the Bath & Body Works version is way more coconut cream-like. So fragrance notes comparison. Bath & Body Works is white coconut, iced peppermint, and winter musk. Dirty Soul Soap Co. is creamy white coconut, iced peppermint, and winter musk. Dirty Soul Soap Co. has a lot more strength and power to it, and I can tell it's gonna have good longevity too. It packs a lot more of a punch than the Coconut Mint Drop Fine Fragrance Mist did. All right, this is an important one because I know there is a lot of talk and a lot of disappointment that Santa's Blueberry Shortbread has not come back to Bath & Body Works. So this is definitely a gourmand favorite of mine. This one came out from the Land of Sweets collection of 2019, and we're going to be comparing it to the Dirty Soul Soap Co. version, which is called Blueberry Shortbread. So the Bath & Body Works version has notes of baked blueberry, crumbled shortcake, and whipped cream, and the Dirty Soul Soap version has baked blueberry, crumbled shortcake, and whipped cream, so sounds identical. Ooh, very similar. Oh yeah, I am getting the similarities. Okay, I've done some good sniffing and comparing. They're not identical, but they are so close. I really like both. Okay, so this is funny because Dirty Soul Soap also has a blueberry pumpkin patch fragrance. I feel like that fragrance actually was worth competing with these blueberry shortbread renditions. I feel like that was kind of like the same kind of concept where it's like blueberry paired with a rich gourmand. Santa's Blueberry Shortbread by Bath & Body Works has a little bit more graham cracker crust to it, while the Dirty Soul has more of a fresh blueberry component to it. The base notes is really what carries the Bath & Body Works scent, while this is a little bit more top and mid note heavy, if that makes sense. Dirty Soap is a little bit more fruity and vanilla-y, while the Bath & Body Works is a little bit more of that salty almond shortbread scent. But you know what? One very sad day when I run out of Santa's Blueberry Shortbread, I would be happy to replace it with the Blueberry Shortbread by Dirty Soul. This is the last body care versus body care fragrance I'm going to compare, and this is Bath & Body Works 2015 single launch holiday fragrance Be Joyful versus Dirty Soul Soap Co. Joyful. So the Bath & Body Works version is a joyful blend of fizzy clementine, frosted jasmine, and shimmering sugar. I feel like if you're not familiar with this fragrance, the best way I can describe it on its own, it's like if Gingham and Thousand Wishes got together, you have Be Joyful. It's like sophisticated like Thousand Wishes, but feminine and uplifting like Gingham. Fun packaging, by the way, on the Dirty Soul Soap. So we've got Joyful, which has mandarin slices, pink berries, sheer water lily, tuberose, white peach, muguet, amber, musk, and sandalwood. So it's a little bit more descriptive in the notes department, at least from what I just read. Bath & Body Works, Dirty Soul Soap. So this is funny because this is back in the day when Bath & Body Works made strong fragrances. Nowadays, they don't make very strong fragrances. So this one is actually strengthier than the Dirty Soul Soap Co. But in terms of the likeness of the notes, I feel like it's really similar. I've been handing out a lot of 9s today, but in terms of similarity, I would give this a 9 out of 10. And in terms of strength, I would give this more like a 6, while this one is more of an 8. This one's a little bit more juicy, and this one's a little bit more floral. We are now going to enter the last chapter of this video. We're gonna do some sniffing of candles that have been turned into body care fragrances. So the notes of Peppermint Marshmallow by Bath & Body Works are crushed peppermint, fluffy marshmallows, and powdered sugar, while the Dirty Soul Soap Co. version is fluffy marshmallows, sugar crystals, and peppermint. Look at this Christmas tree's face, isn't he cute? Let's give it a sniff and see if it's how I remember. I find that it's a little bit more delicate than the candle version. I feel like this is a little bit stronger on the marshmallow actually than it is the peppermint. Marshmallows also can go two ways. I feel like they either can be more of a whipped creamy vanilla kind of route, or they can go more the smoky toasty route. And I feel like this is more of the vanilla whipped cream route. This is definitely a good scent for someone who doesn't want to be overbearing. It is very sweet, so if you don't like sweet scents, that's probably not a good choice, but I feel like it would be a good fragrance for like a kid, you know what I mean? In terms of similarity, very, very close, although I do notice some subtle differences. Next, we're gonna compare winter. Again, I don't have the candle for winter, which normally I do, but I've smelt it so many years in a row, and I burn it pretty much every year, so I'm quite familiar with the fragrance. The Bath & Body Works version of winter has white woods, pine needles, sparkling clementine, and spiced clove, while the Dirty Soul Soap Co. version is pine, warm spices, oak moss, orange, lemon, pine, clove, allspice, cinnamon, and moss. Just based off reading the notes, I feel like this one is going to be more earthy than the candle version, but let's take a sniff. It's the same! It literally smells identical and it smells so good. I don't even have anything to say about this other than if you've always wanted the candle winter in a body care fragrance, buy this. It's exactly the same. Oh, the orange notes in it are so good. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's compare vanilla snowflakes. So for Bath & Body Works, the candle has notes of frozen vanilla, iced fir needles, mint leaf, and coconut flakes. I really like this candle because it's straightforward basic vanilla, but it also has like a crisp, cool minty side to it. It's not directly mint. It just smells like crisp vanilla bean. It's just like the iciest version of a vanilla scent I've ever smelled. Here's the packaging for the Dirty Soul Soap version, and it has notes of frozen vanilla, wintry spearmint, coconut flakes, and iced fir needles. So it's sounding pretty similar. Let's sniff. I like it. All of the same notes are in this fragrance as are in this candle, but they're in a different order, you know what I mean? Like this one, I'm definitely getting heavy spearmint, while this one, the mint leaf note in it is definitely something I don't notice until I smell it like 3 or 4 times, but that's like the first thing I smell in this one, obviously besides vanilla. Yeah, it's funny, so they are quite similar, just it's definitely a spearmint and fir needle first fragrance, and the vanilla and coconut notes take a back burner. Now we are gonna compare Cranberry Woods, another favorite for me. This is definitely my nostalgia scent. When I smell this scent, I'm just transported to childhood. Although, now that I've smelt that Warm and Cozy, the original scent, that also transported me to my childhood. That transports me to fall. This transports me to Christmas. So this one has notes of tart cranberry, cinnamon bark, forest cedar, and golden amber. I think the packaging is so pretty on this one too. I feel like it's unusual to have blue on a cranberry scent, but I'm really liking it. It's giving a good contrast to the cranberries on there. It's so pretty. So this one has cranberry, blackcurrant, cinnamon bark, and musky wood. So blackcurrant's a little bit different of a note on there. So let's see how it pans out. Okay, that's really different. To me, that's not really similar. Am I smelling this wrong? This to me smells like lemons. Oh, and pine trees. Or like spruce. Ooh, this is smelling really good, but that does not smell like what I think Cranberry Woods by Bath & Body Works smells like. So similarity points, not very much. So these two aren't at all similar to me, so be wary of that when you try out Cranberry Woods. But yeah, I'm getting pine trees and lemons. Smells good though. As you've noticed, there's a lot of peppermint and candy cane, and I think that's because it's my favorite scent for Christmas time. We are doing crushed candy cane turned body care. So Bath & Body Works, the notes are crunchy peppermint, white sugar crystals, and frosted mint leaf. Here's a closer look at that body spray. We've got crunchy peppermint, white sugar crystals, frosted mint leaf, and creamy vanilla. So we've got a little extra note of creamy vanilla in there. Pretty much the same. Okay, if I were to get nitpicky about it, yeah, I sense a tiny difference, but not really. They're pretty much the same. This one's just slightly more of an herbaceous mint, while this is more of that waxy candy scent. But honestly, like the peppermint note is exactly the same, which is pretty much what you're smelling when you smell crushed candy cane. So I would say these two are near identical. I'm very excited about that. It's so fun to be able to have some more candy cane scents. And my goodness, the strength on this one. If for any reason you've been disappointed in the longevity of Twisted Peppermint by Bath & Body Works lately, you should try this. This smells so strong. Like I sprayed this a little while ago and I've waved it out quite a lot and it still smells super strong. So great on the longevity and strength. Last but not least, I've got 'Tis the Season, and look at this old candle of 'Tis the Season I have. For some reason, I couldn't find any newer versions in my collection, so oldie it is. This is from 2017 if you're wondering. And look at this beautiful festive packaging. I really do like that. So the notes on the candle are rich red apple, sweet cinnamon, and cedarwood. I love this candle so much more than spiced apple toddy. That is just a personal opinion. It's definitely more of that rich red apple coming through than the spices. Notes on the Dirty Soul soap are apple, sweet cinnamon, and cedarwood. So pretty much identical on the note listing. It's the same. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. So I think that Winter and 'Tis the Season win the award for being the most identical. Oh, that's 'Tis the Season, all right. That's crazy. That was a lot to go through. So I thank you for watching all the way through, and thank you so much, Harley, for sending me these wonderful fragrances. I love all of them. They're so good. I think of the original fragrances, some of the ones that stood out to me the most are the Blushed Cocoa and the Warm and Cozy, but oh my goodness, all of them were so good. And then that 'Tis the Season and Winter, they were just like the spitting image of the Bath & Body Works version, so really well done. Oh, and the Hot Cocoa and Cream, that smelled so good too. That was also high up there on the favorites list. Too many favorites to be had. Thank you so much for sending this package for me to review, and thank you to those who watched all the way through. Please go enjoy that coupon that he has provided me to share with you. It is MELC30, and you can get 30% off your whole order. I placed it on the screen once again as well, so head over and take a look at the Christmas shop and get some Christmas shopping done. Now's the time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.